Hello, welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Warsim, and this is the arena. So, the arena is a very, very varied place on Warsim, and it is not the same every time you play, so you have to really be wary of the different kinds of setups you may find. Now, the arena is a place where you can gamble. It's a place where a lot of players make the majority of their income during playthroughs, some don't, but it is a good place to pay attention to as part of your run-through if you're interested in that style of play. So in the arena, every year, a set amount of fights take place, and you can witness those. No, actually, sorry. Oh yeah, there is 15 fights scheduled for the arena. I don't know why, for a second there I thought, wait, is it infinite? But I remember it once was, but we changed that. Yeah, so it's based on the size of the arena. So in this case, there are 15 fights scheduled for the arena this year because we've got a large arena. Now, as you start the game, so in the run-through that I'm currently in, the arena started as actually a small fight pit, and it upgraded itself twice during the many years that I played the game. So this arena is not owned by me as the player, but you can actually own the arena as well as part of that, and it can upgrade even further. And in fact, I might even show you that as part of this. But the typical process is you can watch or bet on a fight. Now, sometimes the arena owner will be kind and will make the fight free. You can even try and enter when you have no money, and there's a whole bunch of hilarious stuff that happens there. But the long and short of it is we go to bet on a fight, and either a named champion, some of the standard units, or even some units from the world, including from mercenary groups in your world, from bandit gangs in your world, and from the other factions and kingdoms will take place. So in this case, we've got a goblin warlord and a famous bandit. Now, choosing who to bet on is pretty tough. If I was having a goblin versus a bandit warlord, or a goblin warlord, I would assume the warlord would outwin them. Now, a bandit is probably weaker than a goblin warlord, but being famous probably does give him a bit of a buff. I'm still going to go with the goblin warlord, so you have to sort of go with your gut here. We'll bet 3,000 gold, and we'll hope for the best. And here it goes. The arena battle begins. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. The famous bandit's off to a really good start, actually. This is, and the crowd are cheering, "Famous bandit! Famous bandit!" Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, wow. It's not good for the the tutorial video where I'm trying to explain the arena and I can't even predict it. But I guess that shows that you never know what's going to happen, right? It's an important lesson to learn. We'll bet on another one. We've got a soldier against a blessed peasant. Now, inherently, a soldier is better than a peasant, but the peasant has been blessed. Who knows? Let's see if fool me once, right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Can't get fooled again. Oh, I know that this one's definitely going my way. Come on. Didn't even get a hit on him. There we go. So there's 13 fights left. Now there's an additional layer to the arena fights. There's not just those fights, but there's also the Grand Champion fight. Now because our arena is the size that it is, it does have a Hall of Fame. Any arena smaller than that does not. But what Hall of Fames do is they actually track the history of these champions as they go along. And so I played a whole playthrough before this current part of the game that we're at. And during that time, a lot of things happen in the arena. So if we take a look at the Hall of Fame, we can see the current run of champions. Now, only dead people are in this hall. This is not the hall of current people. So the current champion will not be included. And we can even look at what they look like. So that's interesting, actually. This guy is non-human. That's like a halfling or something. It's a goblin of some kind. Kagaz the Ancient. Mostly humans, though, otherwise. And you can see about them, who killed them, you know, how they died. But these were all the previous Grand Champions. Interesting. And you can see how they were defeated. And even, interestingly, there are ways to evolve it even further if you want to, depending on how, like, for example, if you have the Grand Champion executed. So this Grand Champion has won 6 fights. This is Wilaf, the Steel Monster. Or Monster Hunter, sorry. And we're going to have him executed. Fuck it. And now if we go to the Hall of Fame, we see our new guy, 3rd place, Wilaf, the Steel Monster Hunter, with his 6 wins, which put him at 3rd in the Hall of Fame. And he doesn't have a person that defeated him. He was just beheaded in year 137. So, feel bad, everybody. We should definitely feel bad about that. But yeah, so now we have a chance to watch a Grand Champion Challenge, which is where 2 people compete for the title. And my money's on Thea, the champion of mountains, although that was a mistake, wasn't it? Bloody hell, don't go for the one with the highest HP. So Bedwin the One Horn is the champion. So now if we look at him, we can anoint him, we can make him Sir Bedwin, which actually does increase his strength. And yeah, that's sort of where it is at the moment. So you can speak to a patron of the arena, talk to random people about what they think. We can speak to the owner, and actually we can ask him to either close it down or even further go, I want to buy this from you. Now, I can afford it. The arena is now mine. And so now the flag, P for Pindar, I don't know if it was already there. I'm not sure if that gives us new options. There we go. So now I have the chance to pay the champion a fight again as well, which, yeah, we'll see how he does against Sir Baron, the Peacemaker Kingslayer. Yeah, he's done. And I reckon he won't even end up in a Hall of Fame for that. Yep. Shame. So with the arena in our control, we now have the option to build more upgrades. So spike pits. Spike pits are a very interesting one because they offer the chance that at any point a champion falls in and cuts themselves. What it tends to do is make fights even more unbalanced because fighters that should lose can sometimes win. Beast cages allow you to watch completely proc-gen animal fights. Hiring the Grand Champion Militia Guards means that it's much less likely that the champion of the arena gets killed outside of fighting. And there's further upgrades on that. The arena guard posts prevent crowd interference, which does happen during fights, which might be annoying for people. And then finally, we can upgrade the arena to a grand arena. So now there are more fights per year, there is a higher capacity of visitors, and we're now able to host tournaments of a higher level. So that's another angle that hasn't been touched, actually, is the tournaments. So these are the tournaments that were able to be put on. And also you can view the champion roster. So those are any named fighters who've appeared during the arena fights you've been watching that have survived their fights. And if they've done it once or twice, they end up on the roster. And then they will be entered into the tournaments. So you'll see some familiar faces. So we'll do an 8-man tournament. And you'll see the newest grand champion is the #1 spot. And then we've got 7 procedurally generated champions, including some very interestingly named ones there. And we don't have to bet on anything. We don't even have to watch. We can skip the whole round. But you'll see as we do, it progresses. So the grand champion is still in. He defeated Golru the Golden. And now he must fight Darvak the Sunken, who defeated Kakranak, the champion of Gluttony. And we see Sir Baron the Peacemaker Kingslayer has done it again. And he is fighting Anus, the Coast champion. And we'll watch the final fight. Why not? And after that, we'll call the video to an end. But, oh, here we go. This is a close one, actually, yeah. But, you know, our guy, he knows how to put an anus down. Put it that way. Oh, he's getting his butt kicked, though. There we go. And so that is the arena, essentially. And we can also destroy it, which, for banter, I will do. Oh, I've been stopped by a guard. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. There we go. So, that has been the arena. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any more questions about the arena or anything you didn't understand as part of this, we've got a very active Discord, but otherwise leave a comment here on YouTube or anywhere else, and I will get back to you and help you with it if I can. But yeah, that has been a little view into the arena. Thank you for watching.